right, let's get Arya back on. She was on with us on Friday, and she touched upon a subject that always strikes a nerve with me, and these are estrangements with parents. When your mother or your father decide, like, hey, it's not a real good, convenient time for me to be a mom or a dad right now, so I'll catch you in a couple of decades. And then when they're ready, they come on back in your life, and you're supposed to be like, oh, hey, you're back. Thanks so much. So that's what Arya was going through. Hey, Arya.
Hi.
I know I didn't.
I called it.
I didn't explain your situation very well, but for those that didn't hear it on Friday, what was the estrangement and where did it start and why?
Yeah, my dad wanted to reconnect with me after 20 years. He left when I was 8, and I didn't really get to see him that much. It was just very sporadic. And my mom remarried, and so my mom and my stepdad raised me, and they're amazing parents. But, you know, I always felt like something was still missing, and I was very hurt, and I felt like I didn't have any closure. So now my dad wants to reconnect, and he wants me to meet his wife and his other kids, and he wants me to spend Christmas with them. And I didn't really know what to do because I usually spend Christmas with my mom and my stepdad, and I was worried that,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah, and
So,
I know that this doesn't solve anything for you, but I think that there is some comfort in numbers. And I think that this scenario plays out a lot during the holidays, where mom and dad are starting to take a look at their life, and now they're not feeling like it's complete. So then they reach out, and for whatever reason, they feel like Jesus' birthday is that day. So, so that's the situation you were in, and I know you were in a lot of pain on Friday, and you had to make a decision over the weekend.
I did. So I did talk to my mom and stepdad about the situation, and I was hoping that maybe I could get my mom to understand and support me in visiting my dad for Christmas this year, because I took into account what everyone was saying about all the advice about him not deserving to spend Christmas with me, but it's more about what I want, and I just really do want to, you know, have him in my life. And I think this Christmas is a good opportunity for that, because I've missed out on so much. So I talked to my mom and my stepdad, and my mom was immediately upset and angry that I was even considering it. But my stepdad, he was quiet throughout the conversation, and but later he texted me and he said that he understood why I want to see my dad, and that he would try to talk to my mom about it. And actually, my mom did come around. She apologized for being so upset about that. And she says that I should spend Christmas with my dad's family.
Wow.
And,
That's amazingly big of them.
That really is.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. My dad bought me a plane ticket, so I'm going to meet his new family. And I'm actually excited about it.
Okay, so as a guy that's gone through this, I just want to brace you for a couple of things, because I've gone through this a couple of different times, right? It can get quite emotional, so just expect that, right? Even when things really, really feel great, at some points in the corner of the night when things calm down, if things are going great, you might have thoughts of like, dang, we should have been doing this for the last 15 years. Don't try to think that way. And as a guy that's gone through it a couple of different times, I would say, you know what, live in the moment for the weekend and then process it when you get home. If you can do that.
That makes sense. That's a good advice about waiting till you get home to process it.
Because there's just so many things that are going on through your head and so many emotions. And you said you're bringing kids with you too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're taking care of them as well, and that's where your focus is going to be as well, and you're going to want to be in protective mode. It is going to be a really emotional weekend. I can assure you that. Maybe not in the time, but when you get home, that's when it'll probably hit you.
Yeah, it's a good thing I journal.
Mm-hmm. Get your mom and stepdad a real nice gift this year for Christmas.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Oh, yeah.
You should definitely get them a nice gift. Kudos to them, because I'm sure it was a shock and it was tough. But I also remember it wasn't Christmas; it was Thanksgiving. The first time that I decided to go spend time with my father as opposed to my mom and stepdad, and it was tough, but it was emotional, but it actually was way better than I anticipated. And I think a lot of that was because I kept my expectations low, and I just kind of went in there and just let things unfold. And I think if you do that, you'll end up having just as good an experience.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
I'm keeping myself open. Thank you.
Exactly that.
Keep that optimism, and let's talk to you after the holidays. I really, really do hope it goes well for you.
I hope so too. Thanks, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
The Bert Show.